Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another SLG Meetup. Your host Alvaro, and I'm super excited because today we're gonna have a dear friend of mine. She's the publisher and editor at REGIA Magazine and also the fashion director at TheArsenale, one of the most incredible companies that gathers these unique, sexy toys and gadgets. So she's gonna tell us all about the different angles on how to elevate and level up your branding, as well as what they've been working on, because it is just incredible. So let's get her on board. Mírala!
Hey.
What's up, Marcela? I mean, look, every time you guys are in a different part of the world, growing the brand, the arsenal, everything that you've been doing is so incredible. But for those that are not too familiar with the concept, the company, the brand behind it, tell us a little bit about what is it that you're working on and what the company is all about.
Yeah, sure. So yeah, we are working a lot in this moment with flying cars. It's like our main theme today. And we are doing a lot of things with Asia, especially with Macau. So, well, the TheArsenale is a marketplace that partner and leader a lot of builders that are make incredible machines, independent builders that create this entire dream world, you know, that the TheArsenale liderates. Is because when you work so many years for big companies like Audi, Mercedes, you arrive to some point to say, okay, there is also another world where there's also other companies that are not so known, that make submarines, that make planes, that make stuff, and they are like these crazy engineers that open a garage from another day and say, okay, I'm gonna build this, you know, like La Arca de Noé, you know, so El Shipyard, that's when the name comes. And we are working with doing something in Qatar, like in a couple of months, probably 3 months. And then we are opening a new store in Miami soon, at the end of the year. And in Macau, we just reopened the season 5 that is like crazy cool. I did some new carpets for it. It's going crazy. And all the people from the government were there because these casinos need to have like some part of the regulations is to use their money to the culture, not only to gambling. So that's
I find that world so fascinating. I mean, and I've been to your stores. I have seen some of the things that you've been doing, from the opening nights with these flying cars and everything that it's been built. In fact, the submarine, that was one of the most shocking things, to see a submarine, right, in a store. And I gotta say that I'm a big fan, and obviously seeing you and Patrice building this together, but also with a very unique background, because you come from the fashion background with the magazine and editing, publishing background. So you combine all of this to bring it into the arsenal, and you're creating this concept of elevating the brand. So tell us a little bit about what are some of the angles that you've been pushing to grow this brand.
Yeah, so I think one of my main aspects that when I arrived to the company 2 years ago, it was all the PR aspects and the campaign also. So I push a lot to do the new collection of women's wear also. So I did all the fashion woman that before was only a crop top, and now there is like a dress, a jumpsuit, not the normal jumpsuit that we have that is more baggy, but the other one that is like more Miami side, you know, like tied to the body. And all this like sexy side of the woman, I feel very connected with the brand. So it's not difficult because it's like what I would wear. So that side is really fun for me. I have some friends that help me in the design side, and the colors are like neon, yellow,
very
orange.
damative. Yeah, no, definitely distinctive, which is what's important.
Yeah. And then for sure with my magazine, I connect with the celebrities to do shootings, and then you use the product placement that is so important nowadays to put the hoodie on a celebrity or in a rapper. Like mostly my part, like I do shootings all the time, even if I'm not there. I shoot in Chile for Hypebeast, Pablo Chile, that is a friend that is a big rapper from there. I put all the outfit of TheArsenale, or any other celebrity. I do often this. And then in Macau, we did like a whole campaign when we bring a photographer from Paris that is called Blue Mud, and we incredible shoot that is gonna be out probably next month with all the new collection. And I would say that is also my writing side. So I write all the articles about Arsenal, or about this new connection with the government in Macau. So we create a lot of press together. I think this is quite my asset. And yeah, getting involucrated more and more, and make us seen as a couple. I think it's also really important for the people. You feel more near to
100%.
the
And you said
creator.
it right there. I believe that attention is one of the strongest currencies, right? So it's important that we always get people to know your product, know your brand, know what's new. And I gotta say, with social media also, you know, because some of the viral videos that I've seen out there are just incredible. Like, you got amazing assets that can be leveraged in so many ways. So tell us a little bit about the power of social media.
Yeah. So I would say when 69
Yeah.
were our closing stage, that was like internet. We were like selling sold out of this neon outfit. And then I would say that the flying car aspect in the TikTok that this guy that was a big TikToker did in our store in Miami for the Art Basel that passed before, it was really huge. Like, I don't know how millions of views, but I would say that having a flying car is pretty something crazy, and people see that, and I think it's a topic that is really like not common. So all this power of Instagram, we are really happy because we have a lot of fans, people that send us DMs, message every day, like, what you guys are doing with the Arsenal is so cool, continue. And this makes us like more and more confident about what we are
Right,
creating,
and
the
that's so
content.
special because you have your products as such a huge leverage that now that you're bringing your brand on board, you're getting this huge recognition through other people that want to have access to it. Tell us a little bit about the story, because a lot of people usually, they're not only buying a product, they're buying the story behind the product. Like, how important it is to tell the story.
Super important. Actually, when I arrived to the Arsenale, it was for me very easy to create content because there is a solid story behind. We are talking about people that creates technology for the future. How are we gonna move? How are we gonna move by air, by plane, by land, by water? So it's a really interesting and solid subject that to be combined with fashion is pretty easy. I think the most important about doing a brand for someone that is doing a brand or a new brand is to have the solid subject. And I think in the Arsenal is so strong. Like, it's a graphic design brand. We are like a mobility hub. And there's a lot of people that believes in us, even the government from Macau. Culturally, they think that we are doing a design and technology place where people interact, when people come and like goes and feeds through these crazy machines that bring them some dreams and like really want to fly
And
into
that's
the
so
future, you know?
inspiring and so empowering, right? So I love the concept of unifying the fashion with the vision, with the story, with the product placement, because you're creating a lifestyle, you're creating a movement. And I think that's one of the most powerful things.
Yeah, absolutely. It's about that. It's about creating the dream and connecting it with also the knowledge, connecting with the design, the graphic design. I mean, our art director is like a professor of fonts. The guy is like make in Canada students. The guy talks 2 hours about a font. You know, it's like so like so. It's where we come. Like, it's our strongest thing. Is the graphic, the message. We have the manifesto. We have seen the future like in big. It makes people exotic, mysterious. They wonder what is
Yeah.
the Arsenal, and everybody asks me what is the Arsenal when I am in the store. And it's like saying like, okay, it's a hub, it's a marketplace. We leader all the builders that were left over, you know, somehow, and we unite all that, and we create this magic
I just
world, you
love
know.
that. You know, you're talking about creating the dream. It's such a powerful statement, but so empowering. Now, when you are creating the dream, right, because it's such a strong and empowering sentence, what have been some of the biggest obstacles that you faced?
Alors, obstacles. I would say that for me, one of the obstacles is to have so many things going on, is to being able to be responsible with that mission, and to be to give back to all these missions I have and not lose the missions, because there is so many different angles that we work with. I mean, in terms of the press, the brand, the shootings, the product, the CRM, the client, the stores, the staff. It's a lot. It's really a lot. So it's how you manage to be, because it's also how do you create your personal life with your social life, because it's also about who you hang out with, what are you aiming for.
Right?
It's really how you relate with friends also, because where do you are gonna, if you are not in the perfect spot in the perfect time, you know how it goes. You need to be there to create the magic. You need to be all the time, you know, when we go in Cannes, whatever, you know, it's important. How you mix all that, I think, is the difficult thing for me, to being able to be in the part and not being in the store, and being able to also have all the
I think
store doing well,
that's
you
a
know.
work in progress, right? And this is something that you keep on learning every day, make the adjustments. But there is one thing that I love that you mentioned, and it's that you talk about each task as a mission. And that's so powerful, because when you're creating the dream, you're no longer having tasks, you're having missions. Like you are into a mission.
Yeah, yeah, it's a mission. It's we are in a war, you know. I mean, when I go out, I say, okay, let's go, Marcela. You know, this day you're gonna, whatever you do. Even if today I was in a meeting with a super interesting woman that is from Swiss and Monaco. It was cool, but it was my mission today, you know. And every day you have this type of mission, and it's important to have it like
Right.
really settled like this. It's not a
A mission.
dinner. It's a
I love
mission
that.
every
The
day.
shoulder mentality. Let's go. I always ask this question to all of our guests, and I'm really curious to know what it is for you. What is the meaning of luxury?
Time, 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 and a good coffee, an avocado toast, the beach,
Time to
let's
enjoy the little things. Time.
talk with my grandma, being able to talk with my best friend, having that moment of confidence, because there are some relations that you cannot buy.
Right.
So
I
that's
love that.
luxury for me.
What's next for the Arsenal? You guys have so much going on.
Oh la la, next big thing. This is totally confidential, but whatever. We are working in a next project with Rono. We are doing the AirSync Turbo. Is the REGIA Turbo is a car that is like $200,000, and it's not a Ferrari, it's a Renault. So it's a big mission, and we are super proud of it, and we are working on that.
Wow.
So that is our something next for the of yeah, of that. And then we are opening a new store in China, in Chengdu, with one of some of our friends that are the new investors of the company. So we are super happy, because they are super chill, and they are super edgy, and they dress all over in Rick Owens with huge boots. Super cool. And I would
Wow.
say
That's
that's
really
next.
exciting. So we're definitely going to stay tuned to see all of that happen. So everybody that is excited about following the journey, please follow Marcela, follow the Arsenal.
Thank you, Alvaro.